Howdy folks, it's Sonelias and welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris. This is episode 15. Not much exciting happened last time, so we're just going to try to basically carry on from where we left last time. Last thing I basically did, I basically instructed this fleet here to move closer to the bigger fleet in that system already. To try to at least expand my fleet there, so at least I can try to engage these enemy fleets one at a time. What I will do probably, I'll basically get close to them and then try to draw them towards me. That way at least I won't have to engage two fleets at the same time. I can do that one at a time.
The technology screen is
in terms of my actual research, I'm at the moment researching various items, including of course the crew quarters here. That should give me a boost on my actual space stations. I've just finished my frontier outpost here. And that has actually joined up Zorf and Canopus. So one of the things I wanted to do with those two is actually I wanted to turn them into a sector. So I'm just going to slow down time a little bit. If I go to my Empire screen, which is this one, I can create a sector through here. Create a new sector allows us to designate a planet as sector capital and add systems under its automatic control. Now, I am gonna designate Canopus as the sector headquarters. And I will also then allocate the different planets. So let's create a new sector. At the moment we got a limit of 3 sectors.
In sector management mode, planets are added to new or existing sectors on a per system basis.
Okay.
Sectors automate the construction of planetary buildings, greatly reducing the need for micromanagement.
So basically designating the individual systems that form part of this as such. Now, do I want to allocate that system as well? I could as well. That leaves me with basically that hardcore.
Debris analyzed.
I can always expand this later on as far as I'm aware. Ah. Interesting. Even though I haven't actually created the sector yet, as soon as I remove one of the systems from there, it actually makes me lose influence points. Okay, so sector's being created. Does that actually give me a boost in any way or form? Yes, one of the things I do notice now, I've got one frontier outpost down here in Procyon. That is counted towards my influence, so I'm actually having to pay for that. The other one over here doesn't pay for that. Now, in terms of my empire management here, what can I actually do in terms of my sector? I haven't actually assigned a leader to there yet.
Dismiss and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
I'm just going to, for the moment, allocate Ricardo Fernandez as being the sector leader. I'm allowing him to respec different tiles on there. And I can actually send them resources, I can send them energy. So what I will do to start off with, I'll send them some additional energy. I've got a surplus, I might keep on running a surplus for a fair while yet. So that won't actually affect me as such. Now, I've got 3 core worlds here still. My capital is still designated on here. And I can actually give them a particular focus if I wanted to. So they're at the moment giving us 50% of their actual output. So we just analyzed the debris here. Cloud lightning conduits, 20% progress. Regenerative hull tissue, another 10% progress. Plus we get some points in there as well. Now this system had been surveyed. Let's go to this vessel here and tell it what to do. Now, where are we at the moment? Way out there. So, all the way on the western side here, it looks like. And again, I'm going to allocate it a system to research. Picking up this vessel here, I'm going to tell it to survey this system. We couldn't survey this earlier, this system here, because it used to be occupied by some of those aliens. Construction vessel here. Where is it based at the moment? It's over here. Can't do anything else with it, it looks like. So what am I going to do here? I probably want to basically again build some additional outposts here. So I want to basically send that vessel here. So that construction vessel I want to send over here. And again I want to basically create another sector in this particular region here. Got my colony ship ready, it looks like. So let's me just straight away go to there. That planet we can actually enter orbit around, which is what I'll do for the moment. And we want to make sure we go back to our fleet here and join up those two fleets here. So again, the order in which I select these will actually have an impact upon the actual which is the main fleet and which will join the other fleet. So at the moment I basically had first selected fleet 1 and then selected fleet 2, and that actually determines the order in which they will join up. So fleet 2 will join fleet 1 in this instance. Research project here is still ongoing, and there is some other research that will complete shortly.
Research complete.
So we've completed that research item here. Allocate some new item here. So we can remove the volcanoes if we wanted to. We can create biolabs. Or we can go for the regenerative hull tissue. Now, the hull tissue itself comes forth from some of those items I actually am doing down there. So I'm actually going to do the removed volcanoes. Helps me basically clear out some parts of those planets that I'm looking at. I'm going to move my fleet closer to the enemy over there. Now in the meantime it looks like I should be able to build another colony ship.
New ships and upgrade the station itself. If a planet has no spaceport, we can order the construction of one if we have the necessary resource.
Okay. Again, we finished analyzing that debris. Again, regenerative hull tissue has progressed further. Just going to tell it to survey that planet there. At least stays in system whilst I'm busy engaging that fleet. Now once that fleet's been engaged and been destroyed, I will want to do something with it. Ooh, they're coming my way. Good. Exactly what I was hoping for. Ah. They're staying fairly close to that planet, it looks like, for some reason. So let's see if I can just draw them out a little bit. Sufficiently for me to be able to get them away from that other fleet there.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So I'm just engaging them now. Lost one vessel, unfortunately. Did I just lose a second one as well? Looks like.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so let's slow down time again a little bit. Send them here. And again, what I'm going to do in here, I'm actually going to take all those damaged ships and put them in that separate fleet and send them out to be repaired as quickly as I can. Now, this fleet here is in Sirius at the moment. And actually has been repaired already.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Again, some research has been completed. The mining drone option there. Now, Sentinel point defense would be useful if I had missile enemies. Improved deflectors will give me a boost. So I think I'm going to go for the improved deflectors. Some of my research vessels are ready here for me again. So is there anything I can do in that system? Nope, other than sending them out for further surveys. So what I'm actually going to do over here, I'm going to survey that system there. Don't need too many research vessels at the same time. My colony ship is in orbit now. And I will colonize the planet. And I need to basically tell it where to base the home building. Let's base that over here. Good. Come back to our fleet here. Hopefully my research vessel won't draw out the enemy over there. Surveys be completed. Let's go to that system in the meantime. And let's zoom out again to see what else we can do. Interestingly enough, we find some additional resources here would be useful to have. But I'll just send it out to the next system to start the surveying there. Construction vessel here. I'm going to build a frontier outpost for them. Because really I want to get these resources that are available here into my hands.
The situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear.
Okay, so nothing special on that list at the moment. Just want to go back to that system here. And the survey vessel, luckily, or the research science vessel is not attracting the enemy, luckily. So progressing nicely here. I do say that some of my ships could be upgraded with some new technology. In the Sirius system, I've got the space station already. I want to upgrade that to the next level as soon as I can. So there we go. Gives me an additional slot here in terms of an extra module I can put there. Helps me boost my output. I've got a construction vessel here that I'm not doing anything with at the moment. Can I allocate that to a sector? No. So what I will have to do here, I'm just going to have to send it to one of my systems that I got under my control. It's a tropical world. Keyed number 4. Just going to move to that system there. That's an interesting one. That's actually 80% habitable. So that is a good target for me to actually go for once I've got another colony ship ready. So I'm going to merge these two fleets up here again.
Debris analyzed.
Debris has been analyzed. Again, basically some of that technology progressed quite nicely. Another system has been surveyed here. Zooming out again and setting it to survey the next system along here. So as you can see, I'm actually quite far out from my empire where it stands at the moment. In terms of my actual government,
the demographics tab tracks the makeup and spread of our empire's populace.
So it tells me exactly that I've got 6 worlds within my empire at the moment. And in terms of my empire, have I got any factions? I've got no factions as of yet, so that's good. All the leaders are again highlighted on here, plus all the planets I've got in my sector of control. I think that I'm strong enough to be able to engage them.
Evading hostile fleet. Hostile fleet engaged. Anomaly
I will
found.
probably lose one of my vessels here. Top one is quite damaged already. But at this point my actual mass driver guns are starting to hit them properly. They start incurring some damage already as well. Lost one of them. They are starting to get some good damage. They suffer.
Construction complete.
Now that vessel here, or that fleet, has just been repaired, so I'm just told it to actually start upgrading those ships. I've lost some more ships here in the meantime. Lost one more ship. They start losing more ships in the meantime. I'm about to lose another ship here. The Firefly. Unfortunately. It says they still got 2 remaining. Let's accelerate time again.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm just gonna send this entire fleet back to repair at Sirius. In the meantime, I'm able to survey or research that particular section there. Extra colony ship that became available, thankfully. I will be able to send straight to that system where we are at the moment. Research vessel, ready for me to allocate to some other work. All the way out here. Again, that kind of like yellowish cloud basically indicates where I've already explored, so it gives me quite a sizable chunk of the galaxy I've already explored here. Frontier outpost is still under construction.
Ships
I
upgraded.
believe I did say that we wanted to build a space station here at some point. So I'm actually going to build a space station around this planet here, the Roanoke. That's in Alpha Centauri. Looks like they're expanding their borders as well. That in itself is not a problem as such. I'm in this system here. Why am I in this system? I should be going to that system. Probably just allocated them to the wrong system to start off with. Anyways, I'm still analyzing that debris here. Fleet's been upgraded. Perfect. I'll just send that fleet here, just to act like a frontier guard. Okay, nothing new there. And in terms of my technology, I'm about to, well, at least in the next 6 months, complete that research on the clearing of the volcanoes. Perfect. Again, another system has been completely surveyed here. And again, I'm going to just allocate that vessel to go to the next system there. we've got a negative balance. Probably to do with the fact that those colonies cost us quite a bit of energy. Not a real big problem as such. Our spaceport has been upgraded here. And we should now be able to build here a piece of technology that we can use. Now, what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to build a Corvette assembly line. It's going to take us a fair bit of time to actually do. But at the same time, what it will actually do, it makes it quicker and cheaper for us to build Corvettes in that system. So that system here is, I'm trying to specialize it in actual construction of the Corvettes. Crystal entities store stellar radiation within their prismatic bodies, and they can focus it to emit laser-like beams. Using the Ruby's type prismatic pattern as a base, we can construct laser capacitors that produce energy at a similar wavelength. Alright, let's allocate some new research here. What do we want to do? We're going to basically focus in on those deflectors. Why do I want to do that? We're still doing physics research as far as I can see. So I'm just going to leave that be. So the button that became available, I think it shouldn't have become available at all. But okay. This system we surveyed already, we were aware of that. This system we just completed the survey of. And there is a habitable planet there. It is a tropical planet. And this system is just over here. Now I do want to colonize that world as well, I think as quickly as I can. How big is this planet here? That's 22. That's a nice one. In terms of size, that is. So that research vessel there, I want to actually use that to start surveying some of those other systems in the area. Alright, so in terms of resource production, I should be able to do some further production, I see, in that system. Probably should have done that to start off with. Allocate that to get those resources done there. And we've got a new president. What's our new mandate? Again, it's research stations. So that seems to be a recurring theme here, the research stations. Let's have a look at our president. Do we see our president here? No, probably in that screen here. Or we look at the government. So, Yu Zhu. Again, we have completed the survey of this system here, it looks like. Actually, why haven't we? What is it saying? This system has planets that have not been surveyed by our empire. So where are they? Oh, okay. Let's just go to the next system, which we have. Ah, so we lost our leader on there. That's what's caused that. So that leader that we got here, just going to allocate that to survey the system again. First fleet has been fully repaired. So that has been done. So we've established a colony on this world here. Now, in terms of actually building individual buildings here, let's... Nope, we don't want to do that. We want to basically get some extra food production in place, which I can accomplish by putting it on that particular tile there. Okay. Good. So those two have now been merged up. And again, what I'm going to do at this point, I'm just going to create a new sector consisting of these two systems for the moment being. And again, I'm just going to build some mining stations here. Now, the resources I find in these systems here, part of which will actually be reallocated to my home system. I would like to upgrade this fleet here at some point. Just going to leave it there for the moment. Just want to basically get some more resources out here. Again, we have got a planet here which is habitable. Low gravity, so building cost is reduced. Weak magnetic field, habitability is reduced, and the growth time is increased. Ah, interesting. Now we would lose that research station there by doing that. So I'm not entirely sure whether that's what I want to do. I could in the meantime actually build an extra construction vessel. That would be an interesting one to do, I guess. Haven't got much benefit of that yet. I think colony ships should be on my list of ships to build next. So I've just established in this session today already 2 sectors here. Have they been given names? I'm not sure. Not sure. Did they actually get names? So if I go to my sector management here,
System survey complete.
I haven't actually assigned a leader to this sector yet. So if I recruit a new leader for that purpose, lifespan increase,
Research complete.
building cost reduced. So I'm actually going to
Anomaly found.
recruit this one here, but unfortunately I can't because I've reached the maximum there. Anyways, in terms of time limit, we have reached our time limit for today's session. Thank you again for watching. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one.